one is doing great. If you use your hands, your wrists, your fingers too much, this stretching routine is for you. Especially those of you whose work involves spending a lot of time on the keyboard. You're always on the phone texting back and forth. You pipette almost the entire day, especially those of you who work in the lab. You play the piano, you play the guitar. Your work involves a lot of drawing. You are a student and you write a lot. These stretches will help keep those tiny muscles healthy and also help to prevent conditions like metacarpal syndrome or any other complications that do affect the fingers, the hands. So to begin our routine, we shall be warming up those muscles first of all. Just give me some wrists rotations. And then you're gonna give me hand drops, so just raise your hands and drop. Then you're gonna rotate your palms. I feel some knacking in my joints. And then we shall begin our routine. So we want to begin our routine by stretching the wrist flexor muscles. What you want to do is to bring your palm facing downwards, stretch out your hand, and you want to begin by bringing your fingers towards you and release. We want to do about 6 of these. And then you want to continue it downwards, bring the palm to face upwards and then do it downwards. Now when we are stretching out the finger muscles, we do not hold those stretches for long. We hold for a short time and then release. Hold and release. We want to do the same for this hand. Stretching it towards you too as much as you can. And you continue downwards. And we are going to be moving on to stretching the wrist extensor muscles. So what you want to do is to stretch out your hand, palm is facing downwards, and you want to stretch it towards your body. Bring your hand or fingers towards your body. Now, if you don't feel this stretch as much, you can form a twist and still do the same thing. You will feel the extension even much more, and then the stretch. And onto the other hand. Stretch, release, stretch, release. And to intensify the stretch, from a fist, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch and release, and relax it out. Next, we want to stretch out the wrist pronators. What you want to do is to secure your elbow by flexing it next to your body. You're fixing it over here so that your arm is not going to be, your elbow is not going to be moving while doing this. So from inwards, you want to rotate the hand outwards. Rotate, release. We want to do 6 of these. And then we want to stretch out the supinators. We just bring our palm facing downwards, but still fixing our elbow. And you want to do this. I feel some knuckles over there. My kids just returned, just in case you're hearing them in the background. Apologies. And release. And we are going to do the same for this other hand. You're fixing it on your body and away from the body. Rotate and back, rotate rotate and back. And the supinators, you want to face the palm downward and in. Rotate and back, rotate and back and back, feeling that stretch in your hands and relax it out. Next, we want to stretch out the thumb extensor. So to do that, we want to bring our thumb towards the small finger, you know. Bring your thumb downward, supporting it to reach the small finger, and you will feel that stretch over here. So you want to do it 6 times as well. And to intensify this stretch, you can form a fist and roll your other fingers over the thumb and bring it downwards, you know, just like this. And we shall be doing the same for the other hand. Stretch out and release, release. And then the other variation to intensify it, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release. This really relieves all the tension you could be feeling in your finger. Stretch, release, just one more stretch and release. And to stretch out the thumb flexor muscle, we want this time around to bring the thumb towards the small finger but from the back. So you want to stretch out and release, stretch, release, stretch, release. Of course, the thumb can't reach the small finger, but our aim is to make it point towards as much as possible. And then the other hand, you want to stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, release, release. Just give me one more stretch and release. Next, we want to stretch out the thumb adductor. So what you want to do is to bring your thumb to as wide as possible, you know, just like this, and release. Stretch it out, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release. Just one more stretch, release. And we are going to do the same for this hand. Stretch, release, stretch, release. And relax it out. Next, we want to stretch the flexor muscles for the fingers. And what you want to do is to hold your palm facing downwards, beginning with the pointing finger. You want to bring it upwards while keeping the rest downwards. So you bring it up, hold it right there and release. Bring it up and release, going on to the next, up and release and up and release. You can do this as many rounds as you want, up to 5, but let's just do 2 rounds. Release, release, stretch, release, stretch and release. And of course we want to do it for this other hand. Stretch, release, stretch, release. Oh, these stretches feel really good. You know, I use my fingers so much because I'm a student currently and I'm always writing. I won't deny I'm always often on my mobile phone, on the computer, and release. And next we want to stretch out the finger extensors. So this time round we are stretching them downwards, you know, the other fingers. So you want to keep these others up and bring the other one down, you know, as much as possible. Release, bring it down and release, bring it down and release, bring it down and release. Of course you want to repeat this various times, but let's just repeat only once. Release, stretch it out, release, stretch it out and release. And for the other hand, stretch it out, release, stretch it out, release, stretch it out, release, stretch and release. And just another time, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release. Awesome. And you you relax it out. So next we want to do webbing, just also for the fingers, and we shall begin with this other hand. What you want to do is to bring your fingers as wide as possible, that is the neighboring fingers. So you spread out your fingers as wide as possible and release, spread as wide as possible and release, spread and release. Just go over one more time. You can do up to 5 times. Release, spread it out and release. We want to do the same for this other hand. Stretch, release, stretch, release, you know, just like forming a web. Stretch and release. Then this other hand, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch and release. And to conclude our stretching routine, you want to bring your fingers together. Not your fingers, your palms, your hands together, your elbows as well. And then you want to begin bringing your elbows apart while bringing the fingers still together downwards, bringing them slowly apart together. And when you reach where the umbilical cord is, you want to press your fingers against each other, and we are going to be holding this for about 30 seconds. Keep breathing and feeling that stretch in all your fingers. So these are very, very good stretches to do at the end of the day, you know, if you are that person who overuses your fingers often and you want to squeeze and release, and you just want to relax it out. Just give me some rotations, and that is just about it. We have come to the end of our routine. I hope your fingers and hands and wrists are feeling as amazing as mine are. A high five if you've made it this far. Don't forget to give this video a mega thumbs up by clicking that like button just below the video. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and families on social media, as they could need these stretches. Don't forget to connect up with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Pinterest. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell button so that every time I upload a new video you are the first to receive notifications. Don't forget to check out my other videos as well. See you in my next video, and don't forget to love yourself first and keep fit for health. Bye for now.